First of all, let me ask you about recent reports of divisions between European nations on boosting sanctions against Iran. Just how serious are those disagreements, do you think?
Well, I think at this juncture, the international community hasn't exactly decided what type of sanctions to impose against Iran. So that in itself is going to be a problem. So if you have divisions now in the EU, that's going to make the imposition of meaningful sanctions against the Iranian government much more difficult.
What do you make of one comment, one by Luxembourg's Foreign Minister, Jean Asselhorn? He was saying that there's no solution other than the diplomatic route, that we must try all possible diplomatic actions. Do you think that that has been exhausted?
I think that has been exhausted, Maryam, because the international community, with the help of the Americans usually sat aside, but this time they participated directly in offering the government of Ayatollah Khamenei a deal where they would take out Iran's low-enriched uranium and turn it into fuel, which is something Iran requested before. But the fact that the Iranian government rejected it was a big test, because it shows that they're not interested in reaching a negotiated settlement into this problem that suits both sides, their sides and also the Western side.
Now, the UN Security Council has already passed 3 rounds of sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program, which so far don't seem to have reaped any results in terms of getting Iran to back down and comply with what the international community wants it to do.
Absolutely, because the sanctions were not strong enough, number one. Number two, the international community had not tried negotiations with Iran. Many people, including myself, were backing that option, which President Bush did not practice at all. He basically tried to isolate the Iranians. However, I think the fact that President Obama tried to reach out to Tehran and he failed is going to mean that the next round of sanctions is going to have more consensus and international consensus.